What's up guys, and welcome back. We're starting off the video a little bit different today, and we're actually winding down in the evening. We're about to make my last meal before I go on a pretty special trip, and we're making Green Chef. Green Chef is the sponsor of today's video.
Green Chef is a CCOF certified organic company that makes eating well easy and affordable, with dishes for a variety of lifestyles, including keto and paleo, vegan, vegetarian, fast and fit, Mediterranean, and gluten-free. They use high-quality, clean ingredients you can trust that are seasonally sourced for peak freshness, and their recipes are quick and easy, with step-by-step instructions, tips, and photos to guide your cooking.
This meal looks absolutely delicious, and I cannot wait to dig in. If you guys are interested in trying out Green Chef, we absolutely love it, and I think you will too. And right now, if you go to greenchef.com/Trent and Allie, you can actually use code Trent and Allie 130, and you'll get $130 off plus free shipping. So I wanted to say thanks again to Green Chef for sponsoring today's video. I'm gonna scarf down this dinner, and we'll see you guys in the morning. Last latte for a while. It's not as bad as it sounds. Joel and I, my first son, are going on a boys trip. We're going on a one-on-one father and son adventure. It's gonna be really fun. It's a little bit unfortunate that it's basically been spring, and I guess there's a forecasted 19 to 36 inches of snow while I'm gone. So it could be really interesting, and I feel really bad because until like yesterday, it wasn't even supposed to snow. I think it was supposed to like rain or maybe snow a little bit. Now it's like, oh, there's gonna be like 1 to 2 feet. Okay. So it's actually kind of a little sad. I mean, I'm leaving Frank and Lika and Allie and Leo for like 5 days, but tomorrow Lika's going to her like doggy training facility, and it makes me really nervous because there's like a part of me that's concerned that when we go pick Lika up that like she's not gonna be the same dog. I know that's like what we're hoping for, is that like her problems will be corrected and that she'll listen better and that like she'll be a little bit more trained, but I'm just afraid that like maybe she's not gonna be like as sweet or like as loving, like more distant or something. I don't know. I'm just like, I'm a little worried.
Lika is definitely Trent's dog, and the two of them have a very special bond. And Lika is a little wild and a little crazy, but it's because she's a puppy, and her true personality is so tender-hearted and so soft and sweet. She really shows that to Trent. Her and Trent just love each other, and I think we're both excited for her opportunity to learn some new skills and try something else out, but we're both a little bit nervous because her breed can be intense. And while that's really cool, we love our sweet baby Lika. So hopefully she comes back better behaved, but still the same dog. You sure this is the right weekend for this type of trip?
Absolutely not, but I'm already in too deep.
Do you have extra blankets? You should probably bring some.
I don't have any blankets.
And a heater.
Leaving the heater behind.
Really?
Heater's for you.
At least take the heater. You guys are gonna freeze.
We're men.
All right.
Men don't need heat.
Joel, I tried to warn him. I'm sorry.
Go away for a few days. Are you gonna be a good boy? Ow. Yeah, ow. Yeah, you are gonna be a good boy, huh? Love you, buddy. Yeah, I'll be back soon. Don't forget me, okay?
Let's not draw this out longer than necessary. Just be really safe, okay? Don't take any risks.
Of course not. Okay. See you soon. Come here. Yeah.
gone, him and Joel are gonna have a blast. I know the two of them are super excited about this trip. They've been planning it for a long time, and they've actually tried to go a couple times, and Joel had prom, and then the weather, and there was just logistics, and then holidays and family things came up. So this is finally happening for them, and hopefully the weather holds out and they stay warm enough.
All right, well, I would say that our current conditions are subpar. It's 21 degrees outside. It's actually starting to flurry. It's not even supposed to snow today, so it's just that cold, and there's a little bit of precipitation in the air. I'm on my way to pick up Joel right now, and then we have about a 4-hour or 5-hour drive to get down to Moab, and then we've got to try and find a camp spot. Wow, is that your bag?
Yeah, I'm stacked. I got everything I could ever need on a camping trip.
That's enormous.
It's because there's a blanket and a pillow in here, so
We'll make it work.
Are you ready to decorate? Are you ready to decorate? Yeah! Now, a lot of you guys have been asking us for a very long time if we still like our couch. And if you don't remember, when we originally got our couch, we both realized, wow, this is huge. This room is small. We're gonna make it work because there's ample seating, and Trent loves the couch. However, it blocks off a ton of walking space, a ton of floor space to play with Leo and the dogs. And honestly, we don't use that much of it. When people come over, we tend to all congregate in the kitchen. Maybe sometimes we watch TV, but most of the time you can even watch TV from the island at the bar. So I don't think we're gonna sacrifice a lot by getting rid of seating. I think we're gonna gain a ton of functionality and a lot of space by downsizing the couch. Now, Trent is one of those people who needs to see the final product, the end result, in order to be convinced that maybe a different layout is the better solution. So I haven't told him that I'm getting a new couch. So this is the setup we have right now. Honestly, it's cute. It's not that bad. This couch is fine. It's just really big, and this is a small house, and it takes up a ton of space in here. I've thought about this a lot and whether or not it's even a good idea to get a different type of couch in here, but I really think that for longevity's sake in this house, we need more floor space and we need furniture that's more functional. So we're not getting rid of this couch yet. We're gonna save it. We're gonna save everything until Trent and I agree together that the new setup is better. If he does like the new setup, then I would really love to donate this couch to a family in need through the Utah Refugee Association, but that'll be for a different day. For now, I think we're just gonna get everything cleaned up and moved out of here and hope that in a little bit, when we have some people showing up with some new furniture, everything goes in seamlessly and we'll be able to see for the first time whether or not this is even a good idea.
All right, so we've just got to Moab, and I have been to Moab a handful of times in my life, and the very first time that I ever came to Moab, I got this like iconic camping spot that's like wrapped in this little cave that's surrounded on like 3 sides by big rocks, and you can like have a big bonfire, and there's places for tents, and it's like an amazing camping site. And every time that I've been here since that first trip to Moab, this camping spot has been taken. We pull into the campsite and you put your tag right here, and this is actually our tag because when we pulled up, the tag that was there said departure date on 4/10. And that's today, which means the people that were in this campsite left today. Anybody that came by probably saw that the tag was there and thought that the campsite was already taken, so we snagged it. So for my first trip ever to Moab, we're staying in this campsite, and it's the same campsite that Joel gets to stay in his first trip to Moab.
it's so symbolic.
Brand new tent. I've never set it up. I don't know how easy or hard it's gonna be, so let's give it a go.
We'll try.
All right, so in true man fashion, we're not reading the instructions. We're just gonna try and wing it and see what happens.
All right, cool.
I just got Leo down for a nap, and my mom called and said that she is on her way up right now, which means the people she's bringing up with her are right behind her. I'm really excited, and it looks like the weather has held out. It was snowing this morning, it was 18 degrees, and it's actually stopped snowing. So for the moment, I think we have a good weather window. It's supposed to start snowing again tonight and then continue all week long for up to 3 feet of snow, which I thought we were past this. I thought it was over, but at least we're taking advantage of the nice weather window while we have it, because I think it's going to be pretty short-lived. I'm pretty excited, and I'm getting a little nervous just because I don't know how this is going to look. I think it's going to be a much better solution, but I'm really not going to know until we get the furniture in here. Luckily, everything is fully returnable and refundable, so if it doesn't work, we can take it all back. No harm, no foul. Hey, Bill.
Hey!
Good to see you.
Remember Allie?
Oh, you look different. You're all skinny.
Thanks for coming up today.
Because the baby was still in there
That's
before.
right.
This is Sam.
I'm Allie.
Allie?
Nice to meet you.
You guys did a
Thanks for
beautiful
coming.
job.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yay! You're on baby duty. Okay. Come on in. My good friend Bill is actually here helping move some stuff today. He's helped us with furniture in the past. And like I said, the weather is holding out, so I think we're in a good place.
Hey, little guy! Hey! Are you happy to see me?
All right, well, we just got our air mattresses out. Yes, these are extra large air mattresses. We're trying to live like kings out here. And I've never used these before, and I got them on like clearance, so they're really cheap, they're really big, and they're supposed to be really comfortable. However, I was under the impression that they were self-inflating, mostly because I'm an idiot probably and didn't set them up beforehand or do any research. And I didn't bring a pump. So Joel and I are filling these full of hot air, and hopefully we're not gonna both pass out by the time we're done with this. This should be entertaining. I mean, theoretically, if you like don't do any labored breathing, you just do your regular amount of breathing, over time it'll just fill up from, you know, blowing air into it. Just don't blow super hard.
Am I allowed to flip you off?
No.
Unveiling.
The big reveal, yeah. At some point it was said that this couch is basically the color of a football, and ever since that was said, I cannot get that image out of my mind. And even though this is another leather looking type couch, it's a different shade and it looks a little bit more my style than maybe a football. I don't know. We went back and forth a lot between my mom and I trying to figure out what other style couch could we come up with. If I was gonna get a different couch, what could it be? What would be the best possible option? But this is just so easy to keep clean with dog hair and throw up and milk that I think this is honestly the best option, and I think it looks really good too. Thank you. Okay. Those guys are awesome. They were super friendly and super helpful. I don't think I could have done that by myself. So thank you so much, Bill, if you're watching this. And if you ever need anything moved, Muscle Movers is the place for you guys to go. If you're in Utah, they're the best. Now, we have some thinking to do.
All right, we've been working on these for probably about 1 minute, and we're both completely exhausted. But I did just realize that I have an ARB compressor on the 4Runner, and I don't have anything that will like actually like attach to that fill point right there. But I think if I put a tire inflator on there and I like hold my hand around the nozzle, I'll at least be able to like do a 90% fill, and then we'll just have to blow into them a little bit. So we're gonna carry these one at a time back to the 4Runner and try and fill them up with the air compressor, and hopefully that works. I think it's working, but I can't tell.
It's definitely working.
We should probably start the 4Runner. Yeah, baby. Oh, it's got some nice squish to it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
All right.
You want to call that one good? Have me grab yours?
Yeah, let's do that. It is kind of ridiculous that Joel and I each have one of those, but
There's nothing more aggravating in the middle of the night, especially when you're camping, to be like sliding off the edge of an air mattress, or every time someone else moves, it like kind of like equalizes the pressure and bounces you up and down. I wanted us to both get good nights of sleep, and I really wanted him to have like a fun time on this trip, so I'm trying to get all the amenities so that like he has a blast and the air compressor works, so we don't have to kill ourselves trying to blow these up. We're gonna blow up the second one now and then finish setting up camp. I'm having a lot of fun already.
Okay. The couch is beautiful. The furniture is beautiful. I don't think it fits.
I think it's gorgeous. Wait till you see me with this baby on it. Look, Greg. What? Watch this.
Oh, I mean, we have some more floor space, which is really the goal here. That like chaise part of the other couch that came out into this section, nobody ever sat on. It was completely underutilized. So I think this opens that part up, and I think it opens up the floor. We have a little coffee table that will go in the middle, but this room is just such a weird dimension. And we built it this way, we planned this, but nothing fits in here. I think this piece is beautiful and fits well like in the room, but the room is, it's too short. It butts up against the couch. These butt up against each other. Like, it's basically the exact same setup we had before, minus the chaise lounge in this corner.
We're gonna work on it. It's gonna fit.
Okay. Leo certainly likes it. There is plenty of space to play and hang out. Really the only bummer is that like this couch is too long so that the cupboard doesn't actually open. So it like, that little space is just like ugly and doesn't function correctly, and if we scoot the cabinet over, then it's not lined up centered under the TV. It just like looks bad. So my idea is maybe we flip the couches, and instead of having the long couch under the window, we have the short couch under the window, and that way the cabinet doors will be able to open all the way. I don't know if that's gonna work, but that's like the only idea I can come up with to try. The consensus is I hate it. I think the way we had it the first time was the right way, because this room is just too narrow and too short for full-size furniture, which I thought that we were downsizing furniture by doing this setup, but it's still too big or too long. I don't know. Really discouraging, because I thought this would be a really fun surprise for Trent and make the room so much better. And the floor space, honestly, pretty key.
Pretty cool.
Very nice.
Yep.
But no matter what the configuration of the couch is, that is covered up by a couch arm. So.
So we finally got both of the air mattresses fully pumped up, got our sleeping bags set up. Joel's got his overnight bag here. I gotta take my shoes off. I like just harped on Joel, like don't wear your shoes in the tent. We don't want sand in the tent. And then every time I've come to the tent, I've like walked inside with my shoes on like a jerk. So not gonna do that anymore. These mattresses are like super comfy though.
Actually, really nice.
I like thought that if I laid on it like on my side or something that I would go right through it, but it's like has some really good support to it. So I think Joel's gonna open up his clothes. Maybe he's looking to change. We're gonna button up all the windows on here because it kind of looks like it might rain. Hopefully it doesn't. But we're gonna button up all the windows and then we're going on an adventure. That's the much more dangerous way to get through these trails is on a dirt bike, in my opinion anyways. You can really get hurt, but in the car, you know, it's like relatively safe. Maybe we tip over, but we're like inside a giant roll cage, so probably be okay. We're on our first trail of the trip. It's called the Fins and Things. It's actually a pretty easy trail, but we're having a good time.
Leo fell asleep on the floor, which we have a lot of now. We didn't have a lot of before, and I'm just like a little bit bummed because it's almost perfect and I really love the aesthetic of this new furniture, but part of me is also like, this was a huge waste of time and what we had was also just as dysfunctional. So why did I even do this in the first place? So we're just kind of talking through options right now.
Just need 14 more inches.
You know what it is? It's this door. You know, if that door wasn't there, then everything could scoot over more. I mean,
Then you wouldn't have a whole other room.
who am I kidding? It's not just the door. There's a lot of issues with the dimensions in this house, but I'm going to blame it on the door for right now. I didn't actually show you guys yet, but this is a cool little feature. There's 2 USB plugs.
You'll put your food in here. You'll put a beer in the corner.
Yeah, exactly. That's nice. And then it just flips back up when you're not using it, so I guess we've gained that. Like I said before, everything is fully refundable. I can return it all, and we honestly might still do that. So in the meantime, I got a little end table and coffee table that I think we're gonna assemble and put in place in the corner over here just to see how that works, if it works. At this point, we're just having fun. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what the outcome is gonna be, but I'm hanging out with my mom.
That's fun.
We're having a girls' day, and the blizzard hasn't even arrived yet, so things are looking good.
Under the palm trees in the California sun, sand underneath our feet, the morning's just begun.
Okay, I think we're getting a little bit more used to the space. Lika likes it, Leo likes it, Frank likes it, and I think we've come to the conclusion that really the only disadvantage is that this cabinet isn't accessible on the right side. But do we care? I mean, it could be better, could be worse, but I think we're happy with it. So what we gain is huge. Nobody ever sat in this little wedge seat, and now look at this. I don't know, I'm gonna sleep on it. We'll see how it feels tomorrow. In the meantime, my mom is making homemade applesauce before she goes home for the night, and we're just hanging out, enjoying the afternoon. I think it was a success. What do you think?
I'm loving it.
Caught behind Venetian blinds.
What's up, guys, and good morning. Unfortunately, we got carried away yesterday. Joel and I were having a lot of fun. We did the entire trail of Fins and Things, which is a pretty mediocre, not super hard trail, but it was really exciting to get, the Forerunner tested out on the trail and get Joel's, seat of his pants tested out on whether he's going to be really nervous on this stuff. And I thought he was actually going to be really scared. And I thought, most of the time when people get into a vehicle like this and it starts leaning to one side or going straight up or going straight down, people kind of panic because it's not something that they're ever used to in a vehicle. And I kind of explained this to him, and I was like, look, you're going to get scared. This is going to be scary. There's going to be these natural instincts that kick in that's going to make you feel like the car is going to flip over. And because I told him that, and I think because he trusts me, within the second or third obstacle, he was like, oh, this is nothing. Oh, this is nothing. And then I would look at things and be like, you want to go over there? Something that I would positive was going to scare him. He's like, let's do it. Let's do it. We got this. He just had so much confidence. It was awesome. I'm having a really fun time with Joel. Joel is still asleep. He said yesterday, what time are you planning on getting up? And I was like, I don't know, 8, 9 maybe. I don't know, whenever the sun comes up. He's like, I want to sleep in until noon. And I was like, oh my gosh. But I'm gonna make some coffee, get started for the day.
Good morning, everybody. We had a very eventful evening last night. Leo woke up every 20 minutes until about 3:30 in the morning. And then he finally slept until about 6:30 in the morning. I'm just having a little bit of homemade applesauce for breakfast. If you've never had homemade applesauce, especially homemade by your own mother, you're missing out. It's delicious and super, super easy. We are packing things up. It's about 8 in the morning. We have places to be. We gotta hit the road. I brought one small child. Your slippers match your sweater.
Ready daycare.
You've been decorating.
I have.
Oh,
But look at this. This is going to be a corkboard thing.
Cool.
So that we can put pictures and strings next to what national park we've all gone to.
Adorable.
Take the kids to.
Oh, that's cute.
Right?
Looks good in here. Yay. It's actually my mom's last day here. My dad ended up leaving town a couple days ago, and my mom was gonna leave with him, and then she extended her trip for a couple extra days because she knows how hugely helpful it's been to have her around to help with the dogs and the baby and our sanity, just everything.
And applesauce.
Applesauce. So she's gonna watch Leo and Frank while Lika and I go on, I guess it's a happy
A
adventure.
mission of mercy. It's a great thing. Maybe that's not the right.
All right, Lika, let's get in the car.
All right, I think it's time to wake him up. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. How you doing? We don't have a ton of firewood, so we're not like making big bonfires. And by the time we put the fire out and got into bed, it was 9:18. So we went to bed at 9 p.m. It's 8:30 in the morning. So been sleeping for 11 and a half hours. At least you're a good sport. Let's get ready for the day. So we just rolled up here to Hell's Revenge. It's a really cool trail. It's really exciting and I'm really stoked to do it. But right when we were about to pull up to the entrance of the trail, look what just rolled in behind us. See those guys over there? They're with all these guys. Let's just say there's probably about 50 Jeeps getting ready to come up on this trail right now. And we just barely went in right in front of them. Luckily, hopefully we don't get stuck on the trail and have to let these guys go past us, because that, like, just that grouping of Jeeps right now is probably gonna take, I don't know, hours to go past us. That's really, really intense. How excited are you right now?
So excited. I'm so tired.
You're so tired? You're tired, not excited?
No, I'm excited, but I'm so tired.
All right. Well, this is the first obstacle right here. Get ready. We're going down this pretty gnarly ledge where there's just kind of cliffs on both sides.
Yeah, I'm not too excited about it.
You're not too excited about this?
I don't like heights.
I asked Joel, I was like, well, dude, do you want to get out and film this part instead of, like, you know, riding in here? And he's like, no, I want to be in the car. So I guess you're just as scared to be standing on this as you are to be driving on it.
No, I'm so much more scared to be standing. I'm not a very coordinated person. If I slip,
You're
sit.
super coordinated, bro. You can rock climb. That's like the most coordination.
That's it. Off the wall, I can't do anything.
All right, well, commence a full day of fun. Let's go.
Good girl, we're almost there. Wait, Lika, wait. I know, it smells so good. This is Lika.
Hi, Lika.
Thank you. So we're here at Innovative Canine. This is our new friend David, and he basically specializes in Malinois and Shepherds, but really you work with all dogs.
Yeah, we work with any breed, but I definitely am known for Malinois. I breed Malinois, I train Malinois. I've had German Shepherds since I was 10 years old, and so definitely understand working dogs, but we work with everything.
Lika is just a huge sweetheart, so we're a little bit worried that she's going to come back a totally transformed dog and just be like an intense police dog. So hopefully she's just like well behaved but still the same personality.
We all have dogs. We all have little things we like about our dogs, little quirks and stuff. And we definitely don't want those to go away. But training should be, to a degree, almost like you're at your job.
Cool.
You know, if I ask you to heel, I want you to heel nicely. I don't want you bouncing off the walls and that kind of thing. But when you're being a dog, you're welcome to be a dog. I want you to be goofy and run off and play and do your thing. I don't have dogs because I want robots. I have dogs because I want my dogs on the couch with me.
Right.
And
They're
to go
part of the
places with
family.
me. And
Yeah.
exactly, part of the family. So.
Well, I think Lika is going to really enjoy her little spa vacation here for about 3 weeks. It's a long little trip for her, but we're going to continue to get progress updates and monitor how things are going, and it's already off to a great start.
Just learning how to catch food.
Well, we've made it to the world famous Hell's Gate, which is an obstacle here on Hell's Revenge. It's this big canyon right here. We're not at a very good vantage point right now, but basically cars drive up this canyon and it's a really, really intense obstacle. High margin for error. You can tip over sideways, you can get trapped in there. I will not be taking my wife's car on that obstacle, even if Joel wants me to. Still think we could do it? No. Joel was walking up, he's like, oh, that's easy, we could totally go up that. And then, like, as you get up here and you see that it's so narrow in spots that you're basically balancing on both walls, and any slight turn in either direction and a slip of a tire can cause one axle to slide down the wall, and then you're kind of pinned against the wall, and going forwards or backwards can cause you to tip over. It's just, like I said, there's a high margin for error. The thing is that like the 4Runner could absolutely do this, like without a question, no problem. But there could be a problem, and if there is a problem, we could be stranded and my wife's car could be destroyed, so we're not gonna try it today. We're gonna watch these guys do it. There it is. Perfect. Flexed out. Yeah. Sick. So this Jeep is extremely built. That's got to be probably $50,000 or more in upgrades and modifications. So obviously he had no problem doing Hell's Gate. Now we're actually watching a motorcycle that's going to try and go up it, or at least I'm pretty sure he is. We're going to see what that looks like. Oh. Yeah! Sick.
Oh man, it's windy out there. I just took a few minutes to say goodbye to Lika and make sure she's okay and she's got everything she needs. I was not expecting to be emotional, but she's gonna be gone for a long time. So she seems really happy, and these people know what they're doing. They're professionals, and we have heard amazing, amazing reviews from other people who have sent their dogs here. It's just weird because I complain about Lika all the time. She's just crazy, off the wall, high energy, and she only listens when she wants to. But at the end of the day, she is such a sweetheart, and she is such a big part of our family. I definitely had a moment of regret, or maybe like a long time of regret after we initially got her, because I was like, we got ourselves in way too deep here. I'm pregnant, we're building a house, this is too much. We shouldn't have added a second dog. But a year later, even though she's still definitely in her puppy phase, she is a solid part of our family. So I love her and I miss her already, and I'm really excited for her. Hopefully Trent and Joel are having fun and being safe.
All right, well, we just made it out. We made it out alive. How you feeling?
It was fun. I had a great time.
You had a great time?
It was so.
Would you do it again?
No. We almost died.
we had a little bit of a sketchy experience where we drove into a hole that neither of us saw. So accidents can always happen, and you got to be aware. But also the vehicle is really capable, so we didn't have any, like, you know, near-death experiences, but we just keep saying we almost died. Anyway, we're gonna air up our tires, and then we're actually heading to a different trail called Poison Spider. It's really windy today. At least we're having fun. We actually decided we were gonna come back to camp, and Joel is gonna be cutting the firewood for tonight.
I got it, don't even stress.
And I'm gonna be instructing him on safety, because obviously he's being a little careless right now. I missed. Be careful, don't hit the table with the hatchet. I'm gonna put the camera down so that I can give him a hand if needed. Hopefully we don't have any accidents here.
I love you. Bye. Thank you. Text me when you get there. Okay. Thank you. You got everything? You're good?
There she goes. The older I get, and especially after having Leo, I'm just so appreciative of our family, of them being close by, of Trent's whole family, of all of their willingness to help out and support us, to be there for Leo, to be part of his life. Not everybody gets that gift of grandparents or aunts and uncles or cousins that live nearby. And if you're watching this, all of you, thank you, and we love you.
Well, guys, we hadn't come over to the tent until now, and we just realized we have a catastrophic problem. This is our tent. This is a giant tree. all of our stuff was in the tent, so in theory, the wind should not have been able to get under the tent or pick it up or do anything, but needless to say, that did happen. The wind has toppled the tent into a tree, and then what I just came to discover is that right here is a giant hole, and that is the roof of the tent. That's the actual ceiling piece, and it's supposed to rain tonight. This is catastrophic. That hole is gonna present a problem when it's raining, so we're gonna run into town. We're gonna go to the hardware store. Hopefully they have like some Gorilla Tape or something that I can seam that on the inside and the outside, and some extra tape along the sides of it to kind of hold it so the wind and the rain doesn't bother it. And hopefully it'll get us through, because we've got 3 more nights out here. I made it back from the hardware store. I got their biggest roll of Gorilla Tape, and I'm pretty sure that with some innovative ways of putting this tape on, we can make it at least watertight and wind tight for the night, and hopefully we won't regret this decision. It's kind of working. Probably just gonna take a bit more tape. Good thing the small hole is here. I did my best. I wouldn't say it's the most attractive tape job that I've ever done, but I got both of the holes sealed up. The wind is not going to be an issue. Hopefully this will stay together, and then you know, it'll keep the rain out. I'm pretty sure it'll keep the rain out anyways. So
Fun times. Great camping adventure with father and son.
yeah, that's exactly what it'll be. It will be a core memory of why we never go camping.
Just barely made it home by the skin of my teeth. It wasn't snowing on the drive up, and it is coming down now, and it's not supposed to stop for another 48 to 72 hours. And at the end of that, we might have 3 feet of snow, which I'm a little bit nervous about just because I'm here by myself, but you know, stay tuned in the next video. Maybe I'll be driving the tractor by myself or something. I don't know. Everything has gone really well over the last day or so. The furniture is in place, and I think I like it. I think it actually is super functional and just like offers a lot more floor space and airflow, and it's a little bit lighter and airier. I think Leo likes it. Frank likes it. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Is Trent going to love it or hate it? I'm honestly not exactly sure.
Probably gonna be having a wild night. I'll fill you guys in the morning about what happens, but it's also gonna be in a different video because this is the end of the video, and all I can say is I hope you guys enjoyed coming along on this adventure with Joel and I. I'm sure you guys enjoyed hanging out with Allie. If you guys did enjoy any of it, make sure you let us know by giving us a big thumbs up on today's video. Consider subscribing to our channel if you haven't already.
We love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one. Can you say adios?